Hey there, anime lovers. Welcome back to Animewatch, where we drop the hottest, most epic anime content just for you. Today, we're diving into those wild moments when our favorite men CS become the very thing they hated the most. Talk about a plot twist, right? Imagine this: hating something so much that you swear you'll never become it, then bam. Life hits you with a just kidding Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul. Just wanted some coffee and a quiet life, but nope, he ends up with a ghoul makeover. Now that's a diet gone wrong. And our boy Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. One minute he's all about exterminating Titans, and the next minute he's one of them. Can we get an, oh, the irony in the comments? But wait, there's more. We'll also check out Demon Slayer Kaiju. No, 8 another anime where heroes' worst nightmares become their reality. So grab your snacks, maybe a tissue or two for those feels, and get ready to laugh, cry, and be totally blown away as we count down the top 10 anime where MCS become what they hated the most. Let's roll. Starting with number 10, spoiler alert, Chainsaw Man doesn't just take you on a wild ride, it chainsaws right through you. Our protagonist, Denji, starts as a broke devil hunter working off his deceased dad's debt to the Yakuza. His only friend? A chainsaw devil dog named Paquita. When his employers decide to cash him out permanently, they brutally kill him. Just when you think it's game over, Paquita merges with Denji, resurrecting him as Chainsaw Man. Imagine Edward Scissorhands on steroids. Denji becomes what he feared and hated most, a monster. But instead of crying over spilled blood, he embraces his new identity with a chainsaw-wielding swagger. His life is now a gory battlefield, slicing through devils like a butcher on a caffeine high, and he's loving every second of it. What makes Chainsaw Man particularly bonkers is Denji's carefree attitude and hilariously simple dreams. He's not trying to save the world, he just wants a cozy meal and a girlfriend with melons to squeeze. Talk about setting priorities. Turning into a devil? No biggie for Denji. He's thrilled to finally live a life that doesn't suck. He joins the public safety devil hunters and hacks, slashes, and saws his way through nightmarish creatures with a grin on his face. It's like watching a slasher movie where the killer is the hero, and you're weirdly rooting for him. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy the wild, bloody ride with Denji, the chainsaw-wielding hero you never knew you needed.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and there's definitely a will.
Everyone's serious about this but you.
I understand what he meant now! And I found one or two things I'm serious about. The goal, to give my life purpose, is melons!
As in the fruit?
Idiot! At least try to pay attention.
At number 9, we have Fire Force. Imagine being a firefighter in a world where spontaneous human combustion is a thing. Sounds bad, right? Well, our boy Shinra Kusakabe had it worse. He got the nickname Devil's Footprints because he can ignite his feet at will. Oh, and did I mention everyone thought he was a demon because he accidentally smiled when his mom and brother were killed in a fire? Yeah, talk about bad PR. Shinra joins the Special Fire Force Company 8, not just to save people, but to uncover the truth about his family's death and prove he's not the devil everyone thinks he is. Here's the kicker. Throughout the series, Shinra's journey to heroism is constantly haunted by the idea of turning into the very monsters he fights against, the Infernals. These are people who spontaneously combust into fiery creatures. Shinra's battles take him face to face with these monsters, forcing him to confront his own fears of becoming an Infernal himself. His struggle is both physical and psychological as he grapples with his identity and the potential for his own transformation. Fire Force blends action with deep personal conflict, making Shinra's journey a thrilling, intense ride. Will he remain a beacon of hope or become the very thing he fights against?
Nanda, 案外あっけねえな。殺すか。
殺される。
へえ、すげえ顔だな。この状況でも笑っていられんのか。
Now, on to number 8 is Blue Exorcist meet Rin Okamura, a teenager with a temper and a penchant for getting into trouble. Raised by Father Fujimoto, an exorcist, Rin discovers that he's actually the son of Satan. Yes, the big bad himself. Rin's world flips upside down, and he's suddenly torn between his human upbringing and his demonic heritage. Rin's initial reaction? Pure hatred for his demonic side. He doesn't want to be associated with Satan, the ultimate evil. But, as anime logic dictates, Rin's demonic powers awaken, and he's thrust into the role of an exorcist to fight against his own kind. It's like being a firefighter who can also start fires. The irony is delicious. Rin enrolls in True Cross Academy, a school for exorcists, to learn how to control his powers and fight demons. The series explores Rin's struggle with his identity. He hates his demonic heritage, yet he must harness these very powers to protect those he loves. It's a classic tale of battling inner demons, quite literally in this case. Along the way, Rin makes friends, faces numerous enemies, and slowly learns to accept himself. But it's never easy when you're constantly in the shadow of your infamous father. The action is intense, the emotional beats hit hard, and the characters are unforgettable. Rin's journey is one of self-acceptance and redemption, wrapped up in a supernatural package that keeps you hooked from start to finish. Next at number 7, we have Parasite. Our boy Shinichi Izumi is your average high school student until one night a tiny snake-like alien parasite tries to invade his body. Lucky for Shinichi, he manages to stop the creature before it reaches his brain, but unlucky for him, the parasite takes up residence in his right hand. He names it Miji, which means right in Japanese. Now Miji and Shinichi are forced into a bizarre partnership. Imagine having a chatty, homicidal roommate living in your hand. Shinichi initially despises these parasites. They take over human brains, turning people into cannibalistic monsters who can morph body parts into deadly weapons. It's gruesome, it's horrifying, and Shinichi wants nothing to do with it. But as the story progresses, Shinichi finds himself changing. As he battles these creatures to protect humanity, he starts losing his own human qualities, becoming colder and more detached. Meanwhile, Miji, the parasite, becomes more empathetic and human-like. Talk about a role reversal. It's like Freaky Friday, but with more decapitations and existential dread. The story delves into deep questions about humanity and identity. Can someone without human qualities be considered human? And what happens when a human starts losing those qualities? It's a thought-provoking horror story that's got action, philosophy, and some seriously creepy moments. Switching gears to Black Clover, at number 6, we have Asta, a spirited young boy who dreams of becoming the Wizard King despite being born without any magical power in a world where magic is everything. Talk about aiming high. Asta's journey is the epitome of determination and grit. However, his life takes a turn when he receives a mysterious 5-leaf clover grimoire, which houses an anti-magic devil named Libby. Now, imagine this Asta, who initially hates devils for their destructive nature, ends up wielding the power of one. It's like someone who despises fast food becoming the CEO of a burger chain. The anti-magic powers granted by Libby allow Asta to negate any magical attacks, making him a formidable fighter. This twist of fate not only challenges Asta's perceptions, but also forces him to reconcile with the very essence of what he hated. As Asta trains and grows stronger, he forms unbreakable bonds with his comrades in the Black Bulls, a misfit squad of magical knights. Together, they face numerous threats from rival kingdoms to powerful devils, all while Asta embraces his inner demon literally. His journey is a testament to overcoming prejudices and harnessing one's unique abilities, even if they come from a source of initial disdain. And the 5th spot goes to Jujutsu Kaisen. We meet Yuji Itadori, a high school student with unnatural physical strength and a heart of gold. He lives by the motto instilled by his late grandfather, always help others and die surrounded by people. Yuji's life takes a dramatic turn when he and his friends from the occult club unseal a cursed object, attracting malevolent spirits known as curses. To protect his friend, Yuji swallows a rotten finger talisman, becoming the host for a powerful and evil ancient sorcerer named Ryomen Sukuna. Now, Yuji is caught in a struggle between his human side and the monstrous Sukuna, whom all sorcerers seek to exorcise. Imagine becoming the vessel for the very thing you despise. It's like getting stuck with the world's worst roommate, one who also happens to be a homicidal maniac. But Yuji isn't alone in his struggle. He's taken under the wing of the eccentric and powerful sorcerer Satoru Gojo, who proposes postponing Yuji's execution to train him. Alongside his fellow students Megumi Fushiguro and Nobara Kujisaki, Yuji learns to navigate this cursed world. The irony is palpable. Yuji, who once aimed to save people, now must wrestle with the monster inside him to prevent it from wreaking havoc on the world. At number 4, we dive into the next part. Here's a quick spoiler alert for all you Demon Slayer anime fans. We're going to discuss some juicy details from the manga, so proceed at your own risk, or better yet, catch up on the manga to get the full scoop. Alright, on to Demon Slayer. Our favorite demon-slaying hero, Tanjiro Kamado, goes through one hell of a journey. From the get-go, he's fighting demons to protect humanity and avenge his family. But imagine the twist when our righteous protagonist is faced with a transformation that turns him into the very thing he's been fighting against, a demon. Yep, you heard that right. In the manga, Tanjiro's battle reaches its climax when he's pushed to the brink and transformed into a demon by none other than the Demon King, Muzan Kibutsuji. Talk about a plot twist. Tanjiro, who despises demons for the havoc they wreak, now finds himself grappling with his newfound demonic nature. It's the ultimate test of his willpower and humanity. Tanjiro's transformation into a demon is both heartbreaking and compelling. It's a struggle against his monstrous instincts, a fight to hold onto his humanity, and a testament to his unyielding spirit. The adventure takes a darker turn, but it's these intense moments that highlight the strength of Tanjiro's character. He battles not just external Demon King Muzan, but the one inside him, showing us that true strength lies in overcoming the darkness within.
Moshi-moshi. Moshi-moshi. 大丈夫ですか?
Coming at number 3 is Kaiju No 8. Imagine hating kaiju, those massive, city-destroying monsters, your whole life, only to wake up one day and realize you've become one. That's exactly what happens to Kafka Hibino. Kafka, our 32-year-old protagonist, had dreams of joining the defense force to fight kaiju alongside his childhood friend, Mina Shiro. But life had other plans. Instead of wielding a weapon, Kafka finds himself cleaning up kaiju guts as part of a cleanup crew. One fine day, while feeling the weight of unfulfilled dreams and another rejected application to the defense force, Kafka encounters a parasitic creature that decides to take a vacation in his body. Boom. Kafka now has the ability to transform into a kaiju, specifically Kaiju No 8. Ironically, Kafka becomes the very monster he despised, yet this twist of fate gives him a chance to finally join the defense force under the radar, of course. It's like wishing for a sports car and getting a tank. Sure, it's overkill, but who's complaining? Our boy Kafka's journey is nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. He's constantly balancing his human side and kaiju side, all while kicking monster butt and trying not to get discovered by his own team. You've got epic battles, a hidden identity, and a quest for acceptance. What's not to love? Kafka's transformation, both physically and mentally, is a tale of resilience and redefining what it means to be a hero in a world where monsters lurk around every corner. Next at 2 on the monstrous menu, we've got Tokyo Ghoul, where Ken Kaneki goes from bookworm to flesh eater faster than you can say. Kafka's Ken starts off as your typical awkward college student with a crush on a girl who turns out to be a ghoul, a creature that feeds on human flesh. Talk about a bad date. After a near-death experience where he's almost a ghoul's lunch, he wakes up in a hospital with a few modifications. Turns out he's had ghoul organs transplanted into him. Yep, Ken's now part ghoul and part human, struggling with a sudden craving for human sashimi. That's right, folks, he's become the monster he feared most. Ken's transformation is like the ultimate puberty from hell. He's got new powers, But with great power comes great appetite, and appetite for humans, that is. He's thrown into the ghoul underworld, trying to navigate his new life while keeping his human side intact. The poor guy just wants to read books and sip coffee, but now he's dodging ghoul investigators and battling inner demons. The story of Tokyo Ghoul is dark, gritty, and full of action. Ken's journey is one of self-discovery, survival, and trying to maintain his humanity while living in a world where he's hunted by both ghouls and humans. It's a grim reminder that sometimes to fight monsters, you might just have to become one, or at least find a way to coexist with the monster inside you. And finally, for our number one pick, we have Attack on Titan, where our boy Eren Yeager's life goes from just another day in the village to OMG, I'm a Titan faster than you can say Wall Maria. Why did Eren hate Titans? Well, duh, because they're the gigantic man-eating nightmares that devoured his mom and pretty much wrecked his childhood. Imagine hating spiders, and then one day you wake up with 8 legs and a craving for flies. Yeah, it's like that, but with more screaming and epic battles. So how does Eren become the very thing he despises? Picture this: Eren, in the midst of a Titan smackdown, gets chomped on by one of these colossal creeps. But surprise, surprise, instead of becoming Titan Chow, he transforms into a Titan himself. Talk about an unexpected glow-up. Suddenly, he's the Hulk of the Titan world, smashing his way through enemies with a mix of rage and some serious why me vibes. Now, the story of Attack on Titan is one wild roller coaster. We've got Eren, his pals Mikasa and Armin, and the entire Survey Corps trying to uncover the mysteries behind the Titans. And for my personal favorite, at number 0, we have Death Note. Get ready for a wild ride through the mind of Light Yagami, a high school genius with a god complex. Light stumbles upon the Death Note, a notebook that kills anyone whose name is written in it. Initially skeptical, he tests it on criminals, and realizing its power, decides to cleanse the world of evil, ruling as the god Kira. Driven by his hatred for crime and criminals, Light's noble intentions quickly spiral into madness. In his quest to rid the world of evil, he becomes the very thing he despises: a criminal and a killer. He starts offing anyone who stands in his way, including law enforcement and innocents. The real excitement begins when L, the world's greatest detective, enters the scene. Their cat and mouse game is a high-stakes chess match, with Light trying to discover L's real name to kill him, while aims to catch Light. This intense psychological battle is pure genius and highlights how Light became the very monster he sought to destroy, making Death Note a must-watch. And that's a wrap on our countdown of the top 10 anime where Macy's become what they hated the most. Man, these stories sure know how to mess with our emotions. From Eren Yeager's Titan transformation to Kaneki Kenki Ken's ghoul-tastic new diet, these characters show us that life's got a crazy sense of humor. These anime give us epic battles and intense storylines, and they also make us think, laugh, and maybe even facepalm at the irony. They remind us that even when you turn into the thing you hate, you can still find your true self and kick some serious butt along the way. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you had a blast, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your fellow anime fans, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the anime awesomeness here at your channel name. Drop a comment below and let me know which transformation blew your mind, or if there's an anime that should have made the list. Until next time, keep watching, keep loving anime, and remember, even when our heroes become what they hate, they've still got the swag to make it look cool. See you in the next video, Anime Fan. Peace out.
Close んだ空、矛先は胸に向け